What's going on, you guys? It's Kevin So here. Hope y'all are doing great. Quickly share with you some new stuff from my good friend Kathy Miller, Charlotte, North Carolina. Custom made swag. Kevin So swag. There it is. See that? It says La Vie est Belle. Opening it up. Wow. Okay, all these were made with my guitar strings from the past few shows. Wow, look at this. Holy cow, this is beautiful. Custom made jewelry, bracelets, all made from my guitar strings in different sizes. See, these are large, small sizes. There we go, medium. And take a look at the goods here. Kathy, you're awesome. Swag, new swag for y'all. Drum roll, please. Da-da-da-da-da. Wow! Holy camole. I know, the suspense is killing you. Earrings and necklaces. Again, check out the swag. Custom made Kevin So jewelry. Get your swag on. I look forward to seeing you guys. Thank you all so much for the support. Facebook.com/KevinSoMusic. YouTube.com/KevinSo. Check out the music videos. All right, guys. I'm out. Peace out. There you go. Some custom made sexy Asian man. In case you haven't seen these yet. Right here. Can you see that? Courtesy of Sexy Asian Man.
Reason to be grinning. It's a once in a lifetime occasion. Gets better as I hear you saying. Looks like it's just you, just me. Everyone at this party's wrapped on to somebody gets plain. See, you weren't planning on being the last one around, but it's too soon to leave. So what's it gonna take now? I'm doing all I can. I just wanna be your man. You keep running, you keep running away. Watching over me. Angels I don't always see. All I know, wherever I go, I got reasons to believe. Work is my joy, but not to everyone's taste. Your honest reactions, they don't go to waste. When I got something to bounce off of you, I'm so proud to call you friend. So proud to call. No matter what it takes, I'll win back your love. I can only wait. I've been gone long enough. Hope it's not too late. Still believe in us. Need one chance to win back your love. There's no way I'm ever giving up. Once she was invincible, stuck to her own principles. Picked me on up right there from the beginning. So much more and lost in the magic of the moment. I like the thrill and I know it. Every touch is such a sweet surprise. It's the mystery of love we're making. You and me and the chance we're taking. All we got to do is improvise. Ain't no cure for this but my baby's kiss. And some Jimmy Smith will do. So dim the lights, some 145. Got my sights on some 12 bob. You in this photograph. I hope you grab your dreams with both hands hanging on. I hope the world out there is giving you what you want. And you throw your arms wide open, embrace it like a child. I hope you live forever for a while. Where I'm going, my shining moment. Tired of just roaming, I'm finally coming home. he is. She guards my secrets nobody hears. Nothing on earth can tear us apart. Americans, I rock, I red. Who can tell the difference? Who cares? We win. Damn right we're American. One and done. Gave a prescription to the bartender. He shook his head and said, welcome to the club.
Testing, we are here. And I am right. Hold on. I know you see the picture. See, this is already struggle stream. Hey, what's going on? Kevin So here. If you hear me, let me know. Put a 1 in the chat or make sure that you can hear me okay. The sound should be there. Shoot a little in the chat if you can. I totally appreciate that. We are streaming on YouTube, of course, and we're streaming from Massachusetts, and we're streaming also simultaneously on Facebook. So that being said, let me know if you can hear me okay, and we're gonna start off by kind of I think. Oh wait, don't tell me I don't have that sound. Okay. All right. Tell me if you hear that sound effect. Can you hear that sound? Yeah. Did you hear that sound effect? My effects are not coming through. Ugh. But that being said, you can hear me though, right? Good. I am not a stream master because my effects are not coming through. But are you hearing? Give yourselves a round of applause. First of all. Tell me you heard that at least, because I cannot hear it through my monitor system, and I think I figured out why. But that's a whole other thing. The point is that I'm controlling. It's really it's a tricky thing. But we're getting settled here. It's been a 24-hour of and you're hearing me in stereo probably too, which is a good thing. That's awesome. The sound is good. We are checking in, and let's see. Are you hearing birds? Let me know if you're hearing birds. You're hearing birds, right? Okay. That's the crazy part, is that I've got this interface going, and let me see if I can actually, let me just try something. I am going to plug into my interface. We're live, guys. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. I'm going to read the little chats there. Can you hear? All right. See, that's probably not as good. But you can hear me though, right? You still hear me. I'm going to check some effects here. Let's see if there's some reverb going through. Yep, that's good. I'm determined to be an amazing streamer. I know it's really loud right now, but we're going to get all cozy together. And let me just try. I deserve the yes. I totally deserve this right now, because you guys, I should have been. Nope, you already heard the birds. You got the gong. It's okay if you guys. The sound effect's a little loud. Okay, good to know. See, we are just getting all adjusted here. There's a way to do all this, and we're getting there. Let me turn. I know how to do this. All right. Tell me if the sound effect. Well, the gong is in general loud, but let me know if the birds are okay, tolerable. That's softer. Here's a gong. That's loud. I know that. Let me see. I can do half the volume if you wanted to. So that's okay, right? Whatever you do, don't cross the streams. What does that mean? Okay, I'm going to read some of these super chats because you guys are awesome and hanging out with me here, and I totally appreciate that. Trying to watch the stream live in all different ways, so it's really crazy. I'm watching it on YouTube. I'm watching it on Facebook. Well, it won't let me watch it on. It's weird. I can't seem to watch it on YouTube, or maybe I can, but it's not letting me do it. So let me just. Maybe if I click it. All right, we're live, but sound effect is a little loud. That's better. Good. That's better. Yeah, I'm kind of getting acclimated to this whole thing. Here's a piano for you, just to, and it's not we're not ready for an R&B break. Ghostbusters call ref. Going is really loud. Yeah, my voice is right here. I don't like that I can't use the sound effects unless you hear them, but I'm going to do it anyway. See, so that's kind of, we got all these different effects that I want to implement in the sound, and I'm getting, I'm kind of getting used to this system that I have. It's as primitive as it is. Well, we got about an hour or 45 minutes at least to hang out. Perfect. That's what you're saying. We are gonna kind of, I think I've got all the things going. I don't need to, you guys, I mean, I'm here and I am living the
American dream.
yeah. Shout out to my pops up there. And also, of course,
That's what I want.
Yeah, mom is looking down on us, and it's all good, man. It's all good. We got time. Nothing but time. Let's see. I am gonna play some music. No worries, but just some stuff. I mean, YouTube is awesome. I really enjoy YouTube. I enjoy watching videos on it. So this is kind of like my moment to be as transparent as I want to be, and kind of like, I don't know. It's therapeutic. What can I say? And I'm really glad you guys. Right, this happened last time. I'll DM you after and tell you what's happening. The sound effects work. Okay, that's what Tanya says here. Tanya Touchstone is here. Magic Nomadic is here. That's awesome. Thanks for watching, you guys. Totally appreciate it. And yeah, I know, Magic Nomadics had to put Trixie to sleep, bro. And I saw the Facebook post. I'm so sorry. Obviously, I relate to that. And Trixie was a dog that Magic Nomadic had for a long time, over 10 years, I would say, right? Easy. And so shout out to you for that. I'm going to give my sound effects a break, because maybe I can just get used to the sound. I mean, Owen is here. Owen Kennedy is here. Rock on, Kevin. So good to see you joining the YouTube family. Guys, do me a favor. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber, but I think you guys are. So that's cool. Just hit the like button. It gets that algorithm going. I recently hit 500 subscribers, which is awesome. Trixie was 15. Yeah, Magic Nomadic, I totally hear you, man, and feel for you. So we're gonna, you know what? I feel like it. I'm feeling it, and I'm gonna tell you a little bit about, get personal since we're talking about dogs, and I'm gonna switch inputs because I can hear better. There. See, I like the sound coming in better, but I don't know if it really even makes a difference, but going through the mixer. And this is the mandolin. And this is my new baby. People were asking me about whether I was going to get another dog. Every time I talk about a dog or mention a dog or I see a dog, and it's just natural because I'll reveal to them. Sometimes I'll see dogs on the street. Some of my neighbors have dogs, and I know their dogs, and I know my neighbors. And they'll ask, of course, over the last year, they found out gradually that, Monk had passed away. And so I had to think about a lot of those things when, it's been a process. People asking me if I'm going to get another dog. And, yep, she met your dog. Yep, Trixie, Magic Nomadic says, she met your dog when you were here. Absolutely, and I have pictures of that. I remember when Monk came out there, and that was the last time I did a major tour. I came out to Florida and visited, went down there. I don't want to reveal where you are or anything, but Florida, and brought Monk down there, and it was his last tour because lockdown happened and all that. And Monk, I could tell you, Monk has reincarnated. I am convinced that Monk has reincarnated into this this mandolin. But it's a whole story where I had this other mandolin, and I'm going to show you right now. I've had this other mandolin. I don't even talk about that. I had this other mandolin that I've had for 10 years, and unfortunately, I didn't take very good care of it. I would have it in the trunk when I was touring, and it would be hot outside, and so the thing just kind of warped. I paid $300 for it. It was just something that I really wanted. I got lucky. I was at Corner Music, and I still have it, obviously, but it had warped, and but fortunately, I went over to shout out to Music Go Round in Natick. I went out there to meet up with Dan, the guitar repairman, Dan Armstrong, over there at Music Go Round. Shout out. He set up I have a 70s Aria mandolin. So it looks just like a Gibson, but it's an Aria. It's like called a lawsuit guitar. So meaning there was some lawsuit in the 70s because companies like Aria were making, I think they were based out of Japan at the time or somewhere on the other side of the world where they were because they couldn't get vintage Gibsons, original Gibsons from the U.S. because import prices are so expensive. They were manufacturing their own guitars, and they were so exact and so precise, and the wood, the materials and everything were great that Gibson ends up trying to, suing a lot of these companies because they weren't selling their own instruments. So that being said, I had an Aria mandolin, had it set up. I was enjoying playing it right around Thanksgiving time. And then, he had set it up and I was playing chords and I was getting into it. And then, boom, I accidentally knocked it down. I was lying on my couch and I had my foot out and I had the mandolin on a stand. And I don't have carpeted flooring in the living room. It's basically panel, vinyl, flooring. It looks like wood, hardwood floors. But the thing just fell right on its face again. And I was just distraught. I was so pissed off at myself for letting such a thing happen. And of course, I was trying to set it up and reset it. And it was all like buzzing everywhere on the neck. And I couldn't get a single chord out of it anymore after being completely obsessed with playing it and excited to do the overdubs for this record I'm doing. Okay, so I go back to the store, I bring it back to Dan, and I'm like, what can you do? And he said, I think it's seen its last day. So you could make it into a clock. You could put a little thing on. He was telling me how you could put a little battery and an engine and make a clock out of the back. And I was like, all right, so make what do they say? Lemonade out of lemons or whatever. So, but before I left, Dan says, "Hey, why don't you follow me? I got this here mandolin. There were no strings on it. It was no bridge. It was just the body and the neck, and everything was intact." And he said that it hadn't been. They just got it, and it hadn't been on the floor yet. And he said, "We're gonna sell it for this. If you want it for this, come back in a couple days and see what you think." So they called me 2 days later, and I go in the store, and you've seen some of the pictures or videos of me on Facebook. And oh yeah, I gotta we'll get to that. Magic Nomadic says play Maggie May. Let's see how. Really shows your age. What is that? I don't know how. I got to listen to the song. But again, see, oh man. See, I can't. I already broke the rule. I already broke the cardinal rule. See, you're not supposed to do covers. See, I'm going to really get a copyright claim just by doing that. I promised myself. All right, here's the thing, guys. This is the first podcast, and it's 2023. And essentially, this is you guys, we're all the sacrificial lambs, guys. We're all we're all in this together. Let's agree on that. And number two, this is the guinea pig. This is the idea. Like, the whole idea is that my last live stream got copyrighted. I don't know why, because I own all the songs that I play and all the music. And then, so I don't want to have to go through all that, like, I guess it's completely pointless. Once they put a copyright claim on it, they're going to limit the views, the viewership, the algorithm is going to be like limited. and you know, whatever they want to call it, the Matrix, right? It's going to prevent more people from watching me and getting more viewership. Anyway, let's go to the let's see what's going on in the super chats really quick. Maggie May, I'm going to stick to my story. I'm going to talk about this. Where's the comments? I'm kind of trying to read this. And we're on live. Yeah, it's amazing. This is behind though. Okay, so getting back to the story of the mandolin, I ended up getting this mandolin. Suffice it to say, I'm kind of checking all this stuff, checking my live streams. Okay, good. So it's working. I wish I could read the comments. For some reason, I cannot read the comments on. Maybe people aren't even commenting. But anyway, I can see it on the live stream. Duh. All right, so I got this mandolin, and the more I think about it, the more I start thinking about how Monk is like I found this old strap in a guitar case, and I usually have it for big body guitars, right? And it was in the case, and I said, "Oh, this is great. I need a strap for a mandolin." And as you know, it doesn't have the pin here to catch the other side of the strap. It has a pin here, so obviously I got the strap here. Oh, but they had the string on it here. So I tied it, and I'm like, all right, this is the strap I'm going to use for now. And I had to choke it. As you can see, it has a couple of holes there. This is for the bigger body guitar, but because it's so small. And so this is how it's strapped right now. I've got it like this. Put some... and it really... Add some reverb. Now listen. Isn't that nice? A little reverb. And this is the crazy part is, and it really feels, I used to hold Monk a lot on my right hip. I would just grab him, you know, you'd see me kind of like with this, and I'd pick him up, and it's just, it feels like Monk. It feels weird, in a beautiful way. And, you know, it's like keeping the spirit alive. And so it has that extra special reason to continue playing it. And yeah, it's a cool, it's just a great instrument. I can't stop playing it. Eventually, I'm going to get good at it. Some of you all know I played violin for 6 years, and it's tuned to the same exact thing. So it's weird. I can play not without. I've never played a mandolin like formally. So, but you know, it's these kind of weird things where you can play whatever we used to play in classical orchestra, like. All right, see, I'm gonna get more copyright claims. But anyway, yeah, I can feel like I know the mechanics of the mandolin, yet I never really played it. I can't explain it. But anyway, the important thing is I'm kind of learning it inside out. I'm also learning chords, of course, and you know, knowing my way around. Hey, F, you know, B flat, E flat, F, G. You know, it's just crazy knowing, you know, like, okay, here's a minor chord, right? And I'm learning. I'm just kind of getting my way around it. So, okay, let's play a tune. I'm gonna cheat a little bit though because I haven't learned it in the key that I sing it in. I've never played this live on the mandolin, so I'm going to just try it because I was messing around with it the other day. It sounded okay. I kind of posted the song on my story, and it's from the Countryside record, and I'm gonna play a little bit. Let's see how it works. Over you. Oh, I learned it on the guitar. Just jam a little bit. Okay, we'll get to that. We're just getting warmed up, guys. Just getting warmed up. I'm going to switch to the guitar because I just feel like it's song time, right? It's song time. We're getting to that. Get to that song time thing. First song of the day is not a cover. I own the rights. Fair use, as they say. I've probably been watching too much YouTube. Oh, and is Bach copyrighted, right? Okay, let's see if I remember this one. Gave you plenty of chances to come back into my life, but all it did was turn into a sad goodbye. What we had was beautiful, but that was yesterday. I wouldn't want it any other way, and I won't cry over you. That's not what a boy like me gets through, and I'm gonna let you go, even if it hurts me so. 'Cause I'll be dreaming about tomorrow. As much as I've been busy, the same old feeling comes around, especially when I'm walking on familiar ground. We share so many memories, from New York to LA. Oh, I wouldn't want it any other way, and I won't cry over you. That's not how a boy like me gets through, and I'm gonna let you go, even if it hurts me so. I'll be dreaming about tomorrow. You broke my heart, you tore apart
the pictures we had framed. You made up your mind, you stayed behind. Maybe I'm to blame, but I won't cry over you. That's not what a boy like me will do. And I'm gonna let you go, even if it hurts me so. I'll be dreaming about tomorrow. I won't cry over you. That's not what a boy like me will do. And even if it hurts me so, I'll be dreaming about tomorrow. I'm gonna have to let you go. I'll be dreaming about tomorrow. La 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 la. La 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 la. Oh, I wouldn't want it any other way. Hey, that was fun. Man. Hey, you guys, I got a show announcement. Yeah. I want to, let's see, what are we doing? Show announcement. I need a sound, the sound. Show announcement. Hope that wasn't too loud. Yes. Show announcement. Sunday, January 15th. I'll be performing at the Burren Back Room as part of this monthly music series hosted by Tiger Moan, the band, and specifically their band leader, Amy Kucherick. And she has been a lovely host for the last year because it was 2022, it was Year of the Tiger. And so she decided that she wanted to do this Sunday, once a month, more blues-based, I can't explain. It's like swing dance, kind of. It's just fun, old-timey vibe. That's the theme of the night, and so people come out and dance. I was very pleasantly surprised. I went and checked it out in November. Just kind of wanted to get a feel for what the vibe was, so I could decide what songs I think would work in the room. And it was really a nice night. I just went as an attendee and had a good time. I didn't get on stage or anything. I just wanted to check out the vibe, and people. It was standing room only kind of vibe. People were dancing, swing dancing, a lot of couples dancing. So the dance lesson begins at 7 o'clock. I think it's free. It might be $5 or something, but it's a ticketed event. You can get advance tickets. I think it's $5 off. It's 18 in advance, 23 at the door. I think. Don't quote me on that. But it's gonna be a fun night. It's January 15th officially. I go on stage probably around 8 o'clock, but it starts at 7:30. Music, live music. So I am planning to play that song that I just played called "Dreaming About Tomorrow." I co-wrote that with Maggie Zabo. She lives out in LA right now. Okay, let's get to the Oh, Aaron Miller is here. What's up, Aaron? On Facebook. Let's see, Owen Kennedy, the Burren, just visiting Boston. What do you mean? Owen, don't you know I live here, man? Catch up to speed, brother. Owen, I think, is in, maybe you're not even in Massachusetts anyway. I think are you in New Hampshire or Maine? I don't know where you are. You don't have to say, but I've been a Massachusetts resident since 2017. So that being said, I'm checking out the chats here. I'm going to read some of the chats. What does it say? Let's go back a little bit. Yep, Magic Owen Kennedy. I cried for years when I lost my golden retriever Bumblebee when I was 8 years old. Yeah. Like I couldn't talk about her for decades. I empathize about Monk. Exactly. Based after Thelonious and Trixie.
Shout out to you, Owen. Magic Nomadic says Monk pissed on Scientology when he was here. Hey, now don't get me in trouble. You know, love it. Oh yeah, I love to see you guys meet. It's so cool. Owen is Owen's big into birds too, I think, which is cool. I can't play about copyrighted. Owen Kennedy, laugh out loud. Let's see, what's it say? Yeah, I feel you, man. Sweet chord changes, melody and singing. So good to hear your music overflow. Thanks, man. Aaron Miller, awesome. Kevin, this is so great. Magic the Mag. This is so cool. Miss hanging with you, man. Come on up, dude. I know it's warm. I gotta get down to Florida. I mean, come on. It's ridiculous. It's been way too long. I just gotta get down to Florida, but here I am. I've decided to save my money and focus on this record because we're kind of in the home stretch. You guys been following me. I've been working on this album. It's a song of not my own material completely. It's a music based on this artist named Teresa Teng. So you could look her up at some point. I encourage you to check her out. Teresa is how it's spelled, her first name, no H. And it's a very personal project that I've been working on. Came up with the idea, at least I was introduced to her music back in like 2010, 2011, when I just got to Nashville. And, it's that natural thing where you miss what you don't have anymore. So being down all the way in Tennessee and missing seeing more Chinese American people like myself, seeing more, it's just more of me, not to stereotype, but, like Chinese American, first generation Chinese people like myself in Tennessee as opposed to Boston, right? As opposed to New York. And I was living in New York. So talk about a change, right? Last time I saw you was in NYC. Wow, that's crazy. I spelled copyright. I don't know. How do you spell copyright? It's okay. I won't hold it against you. Let's keep going. Let's see. We're almost at 4:00. You guys, this is not gonna be a super long stream. We're gonna end it right about 5:00. So I'm gonna talk about lots of stuff. I want to kind of get into some stuff. But I promised myself that I would do a yoga stretch. I'm gonna show you. I'm not kidding you. Because I need it. There's a lot of slouching, and this kind of podcasting thing can be very I don't know, you could hurt yourself. So let's do it together, you guys. All right, let's just get up. We're gonna get up, stand up. Oh, I see there's another copyright claim. All right, we're gonna do a little downward facing dog, since we're talking about dogs here, right? Trixie, shout out to Bumblebee, Trixie. And we're gonna just kind of do this is what I do when I'm on the road, and we're gonna talk more about that. But I'll just get on my hands on the floor, and I'm just face up like this. So my hands are between my arms. And I wish you could see. Let me see. I can point the camera down. Let me see. Let's do that. Can y'all see all the craziness? Let's point it down. All right. We're going to go here. Like this. See what I mean? I'm going like, this is weird. But my hands between my arms, hands are flat, and your legs got to be straight. You can bend your knees a little, but you got to really keep your legs straight. And the key is just to breathe through it. Feel it through your back. And then drop down to the knees. See what I mean? Come straight up. And just kind of breathe through it. Y'all see me? That was good. But obviously, if I wasn't doing this live stream, you guys could see that that's just kind of the start of it. But if I need something quick, right before I go on stage, when I was touring and I was out there, doing my thing with Kebmo, I would do a quick, exactly that, right before I'm getting on the stage, man, and kind of feel all the blood flowing in my body. That's how you got to do it. Let's see, I'm going to read some of the chats. You guys are having a good time. I really appreciate you guys being here. I can't tell who's how many people are watching too, but it doesn't really. I mean, it's nice to know people are watching. That's all I'm saying. But I can't. My analytics won't tell me for some reason who's watching or used to. Let's see, analytics. Can I view analytics? Hit the like button, y'all, and do me a favor. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. 40 minutes into the stream. I'm just trying to like make it happen, man. Okay, watching the live stream. Okay, let me see if I all right. You guys, thanks for hanging in there. Appreciate it. But my computer is just all right, whatever. See, I could check my phone, but here's the thing. I could check my phone, but I've got it set up like this. See, look at that. We're gonna go over the Saturday secrets when we hit 5 o'clock mark. Or hit the 4 o'clock mark. We'll start our Saturday secrets. But here's the piano. Kind of got everything set up so that you can kind of. When you can play some R&B, getting that soul time, a soul break. Got a soul break, yeah, yeah. We're just messing around, guys. Soul break. But anyway, that's gonna be for our Saturday secrets. I might close that out. Let me see how your Saturday's going. Thanks for sharing your time with me and just hanging out with me right now. And, you know, we just, see, I want to talk about a few things. What is he? You know what? I'll do a song. How about that? I'll do a song. I'll do another song. Kind of by the way, remember, just a heads up, January 15, if you're in the Massachusetts area, we're going to do a show with Tiger Moan and shout out to Amy, who invited me to do this part of the music series. And this is their last event, by the way, of that year, because Chinese New Year basically rounds out at the end. So I'm the last guy, it wasn't done on purpose. She had asked me to be a guest back earlier in the year, like maybe even like March, April, May, but I could not commit to that because I was traveling and obviously all the things that happened with me personally, you know what's up. And so I decided to just kind of put everything off. And then I think it was like September came around. I was thinking to myself, well, the Kev Mo thing is kind of coming to an end. Maybe I should reach out, and I wanted to play some, I just want to get out and play. So, and just coming off of the Kev Mo thing, the blues is still in my blood and always is. Anyway, so shout out to Kev Mo if he's watching, and shout out to you guys for being here. Getting into the blues. How's that guitar sound? This is a song called, an original song, fair use, but I own the song. It's called June Carter Cash, y'all. Happy Saturday. Thanks for being here. I'll be a vodka drunk possum if you'll be my Tammy Wynette. You'll be a fancy foot of yokum if you'll be my royal real mat. You'll be my Anna Lou, and I can be a Graham who sings at your Sin City Bash. I'll be a boy named Sue Johnny if you'll be my June Carter Cash.
I'll be a pocket full of gold, Vinny, if you'll be my $1,000,000 grant. You'll be my bluegrass angel, Alley. I'll be your rock and roll plant. In my own peculiar way, I can be Willie if you slip me the right kind of stash. I'll be your Ring of Fire Johnny if you'll be my June Carter Cash. Let's go. I can be a gun-toting Toby. You can be my redneck Gretchen girl. Or I can be some Okie from Muskogee. You sure make a fine Mrs. Merle. You can play young Faith Hill, who's single still and on the pill. I'll turn to Tim in the flesh. I'll be a walk the line Johnny if you'll be my June Carter Cash. You can dress like a working 9-to-5 dolly. I'll write you your first #1 smash. I'll be a man in black Johnny if you'll be my June Carter Cash. I'll be an Orange Blossom, Folsom Prison, and San Quentin, duet with Dylan, final album with Rick Rubin, Johnny, if you'll be my June Carter Cash. My June Carter Cash. My June Carter Cash. My June Carter Cash. And that's how it goes, boys and girls. Oh, yeah. Man, it feels good to play some music. That was June Carter Cash, y'all. Checking there. Awesome, Kev. This is so great. Aaron says, yeah, the chat is cool. We are firing on all cylinders here. It's really exciting. I just wish that I could. I don't know what I wish. Let's see. Is it about 5 or 6 minutes left? Okay. I promise. All right, we did the soul break. We did that. I want to talk about sneaker culture, you guys. Let's get into that. Although it's always good to play a little harp because you're feeling it. Reverb. Take a deep breath. Yeah. What's going on? Let's say nice. All right, let's go back. Let's see. Some people are. All right. Let's see. Owen says, okay. Nice number 9 mess chord at the end. Hey, sharp 9. You like that? Cool. I think there's a sharp 11 in there too, which, it's almost time. And Rick Halley Podell is here all the way from, should I reveal where you are? Well, he's a massage business and he's in Illinois. So Rick Halley Podell's watching. He says, sub, Kev. Sub, Kev? Sub? Like submarine? Sub? I know what you mean. Sup, Rick?
Rick is actually one of my guitar students online. He was very supportive when during the pandemic, and we did a paid official guitar lesson once every, I don't know, it was like a couple months there, 2 or 3 months. He did that and helped me out a lot. Helped me out in buying some groceries and all that. Speaking of helping me out, just so you know, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit the notifications bell too. But of course, this is my time to grift, and right over here, see where it says Venmo, Kevin So donation. Anything you guys want to throw in, like a tip, like if I was at a bar and I was here for a couple hours, and think about what you throw in that jar, whether it's a dollar, a couple bucks, whatever you want to do. Totally appreciate it. Helps me kind of stay afloat, and while I make this record, because as you know, I've been working on this record since lockdown began, and I recently acquired this instrument, which I'm calling my Monk DeLynn, and I cannot very often put it down because it's just a beautiful instrument. And it's very old, just so you know. And so I am actually trying to find something that's comparable to this, so that I don't go out of the house with this instrument. This house is not to leave, just like Monk was not to leave very often, unless we were together. And let's do a little before we get into about 2 minutes before we get into our Saturday secrets. In the key of G. Now we're in D. I don't know how we ended up at D or G, but okay. There it is. All right, that brings us right to the halfway mark. Now listen to this chord. The song is finished, right? But then when you hit to this, ba, 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 right? That brings us to our Saturday secret, and I'm going to get into it. All right, so check this out. This is something that I want to do every once in a while on Saturdays. And this is kind of the part of the music education. And I promise you it won't be very long. What make is it? It is a Gibson. I will reveal that. Yes, it's got a really nice sound. Yes, it does. It is a Gibson mandolin built a very, very long time ago. Anyway, I'm glad you liked the way it sounded. We ended with that G chord, and this is the Saturday secret, and I'm going to talk about the power of the sharp 11. Yes, power of the sharp 11, or power of the hashtag 11, right? If you want to call it that. Let's see if we got our iPhone cam ready, and there it is. And what I'm talking about is when we ended that chord, right? It was that. Does that sound familiar? I'm going to talk away from the mic a little bit because we're going to talk about the Saturday secret. So what I just played is, here's the G. I'm starting with G, B, D, G, and then on top, here's your B on top, and then here's the juicy note, the money note. It's a C sharp. And that gives it sort of that final final punctuation of, it's like the cherry on top of a dessert, like the final, like you have the whipped cream on top, but then that little cherry. Here's the whip, here's your 4 5 1, right? And then you have the cherry on top. You hear what I'm saying? So that's called a sharp 11. And that power of that 11, I remember when I was in jazz, I'm going to slide over here. Well, I could kill the screen real quick. When I was in music, just kind of playing in, yes, the power of the Lydian, Owen says. It's from my perspective, and I've actually, as I've come to, like, I can explain it in Lydian and Phrygian or whatever, and that's a good thing to definitely identify with in music school or wherever you want, however you want to study it. But the way I heard it, I remember in like jazz band or whatever. I don't remember exactly the first time that I actually did it, and added my first. I think it was obviously probably a song on C, right? And of course, it was probably a blues song where it was like. Oh, wait a minute. Bring this down. Got the volume up there. Right, there's your sharp 11. And the thing about the sharp 11 is it just kind of takes it. It's just obviously outside of the key. I look at it as like a sidestep, because if you think of that F sharp, say in the key of C, now we're back in the key of C, that F sharp is the major third of the D chord, which is right next to the C, and then to give you context, here's your C, and listen to the next chord on top. It's shifted one whole step over. And there's it has that finale. It's like I added a flat 7, so so here's your blues. But when you added the power, see that sharp 11 has so much power. Just the note alone, you don't even have to outline the chord. Outline the rest of the chord, the D, right? So that's the power of that sharp 11, and it obviously it works in not just in blues tunes, or if you want that sort of dangerous sound, that kind of. But it also has I also call it the new age ending too. A new aging, meaning his, so you can end the ballad. Hey, something to do. Messing around. The end of the song, like the end of a wedding or a slow dance, and the sharp 4. That prompts people to clap. People will obviously clap, But if you're just sitting on the chord and people still aren't clapping, hit that sharp 11. I promise you they will start clapping so you can move on to the next song. Does that make sense? The sharp 11 is, let's see, Owen Kennedy says, and the sharp 11 is the first 4 you hear in the overtone series. Nice. Yeah. Look, I love you, Owen. You got to understand that most people, the way I look at it is like, totally makes sense. But when you use words like overtone, you could scare people away. You could totally scare people away. So I think it's important to just kind of, the way I visualize, at least conceptually, is using your music as an imagination and where you can use. At least that's the way I look at it. Is it's like a secret. You know, people don't think of it that way, but I'm telling you how I think of it. Like, you know, the new age. You know, at the end of a gig, like say you're 18 years old and you just started playing your first gig, your first piano gig, and you're in a wedding band, and they're, you know all the tunes, but the endings, you know, the bands don't rehearse endings or the flavors or vibes. And this is some little tricks that you can have in your back pocket that will take you a long way. Trust me. It's like once you start instinctively knowing what to do in safe settings, whether it's, you know, basically like a wedding, you're a function, and your goal is obviously to it takes you to a higher ground. I love that. Exactly. There you go. There's another one. It does. It feels higher ground. It just feels elevated a little bit. And I love thinking that way. The power of the Sharp 11. There are other things about the Sharp 11 that I absolutely love that are, it's a little deeper. Like, let me show you something. The Sharp 11 in, used as, in the 4 chord. We just lost the keyboard. Oh boy. All right, that's fine. The stand got knocked over. We're gonna reset it because I want you to see what I'm doing on the piano. But we got a little technical difficulty, guys. Hold on. We're gonna set this up. So you're gonna get the real behind the scenes look at what I'm dealing with here. I'm setting up the camera so you can see there we go. See. This is raw, guys. You're getting the real thing here. You're seeing me struggle stream, and that's okay. I am your guinea pig, and we are all in this together as guinea pigs to experiment, to find the notes. There we go. Let's see if this stays up. I'm really sorry about the wobbliness, but you get the idea. This won't. I'll try to keep my hand around that area. So, but you can at least sort of see the piano and the notes and all. But the 4 chord, okay? Let's get into this. You guys cool? Say hey. You know, if you guys are cool with this, put a 1 in the chat. If you're digging it. If you're not, if you want to move on, you know, put a 2. But I promise this won't go long. Because I want to get into stage performance, clothing. I want to talk about sneakers, culture, NBA. But let's go. The Sharp 11 in the 4 chord. Okay? So you check this out. You know, so you got. Pretty straightforward. See, I'm doing a C. You know, C to F7. I wish you can see higher up on my head, but it's more important to listen. Hear the one. Here, I'm gonna change it. Hear that? So, where do you use it? At least for me, the first thing I think about is more like R&B stuff or even blues. But let's go back to the end of a song. How we were kind of ending songs. A lot of songs do end on the full. Has a sinister ending, you know, like you know, obviously maybe a more depressing ending or a sad ending. That's how you could end. If you're soundtracking, you can end right there, right? Or you can really end it that's the Sharp 11, the power, and it's also the major 7 in C minor. They call it a major minor chord. So you have a minor, here's your minor 3rd, but a major 7. Hear that? You heard that endings like, you know, like Charlie's Angels, right? That's kind of. So That's one of my favorites. You hear that one? It took me. I had to. I'll reveal this one to you too, because you guys are watching the show. But this is like one of my favorite. I heard Keith Jarrett do that on a video, and I just was like, wait a minute, what is that? That's not. Listen. That's not. It's actually. So what's happening is, I'll give it to you. It's an F. So F minor. It's a C minor 9. B flat, D, E flat, G on top, and da da. F, E flat. Now listen. There's your minor 9. There's your sharp 11. There's your 13, an A natural, and there's your money note right there. Guess what? It's another sharp 11. It's the sharp 11 of C. So there you go. Listen, you don't hear it in the C minor because it becomes a diminished. Listen to the C minor. That doesn't work. The sharp 11 is impatient. It's sort of like it's drawing attention to itself. That sharp 11 is like, no, you already had your in the earlier part of the lesson. The sharp 11 that is shining in this chord is the sharp 11 in F, the 4 chord. So there it is. That's the note of comment. But the F sharp is saying, yo, can I come in now? Can I join the party? And it goes, yes, you can, but octave below. You're not going to be above me. So we're going to go here. If it was up here, it's cool too. So let me see how. That's cool too. Right? Da, 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 da. So you have. That is so cool to me. I don't know about you. Spell that last chord, please. Okay. The F on the bass, E flat on top, and then I'm going to go up. It's F sharp, A natural, B natural, D natural. So you gotta have a D6-9 on top. Like if you were to but the 9 isn't really there. Actually, no, it's not a D6-9 on top. It's a D. I guess you could say it's a D major 6 on top of F7. B sharp? Nope. Incorrect. That is not a B sharp. There's no B sharp in that. But in theory, if you were writing on a chart, you would basically say F7, sharp 11. I would actually call it an F13, sharp 11. Where would you put? I guess you would have to say it's a flat 9. You guys, let me know, all the music nerds. Would you say if I was? Would that chord be like in this? Obviously, C minor 9. What's that chord? I guess you'd say it's an F13, as in dominant, because you have the. There's your major F. That makes it a dominant, right? There's your flat. But I'm adding the sharp 11 and a flat 9. That's a no. If you want to look at from the right hand, I'm going A, B, D natural, E flat, F sharp. Oi, exactly. I mean, yeah, there you go, Rick. I mean, but listen, guys. Let me go full screen here real quick. That's the power of that sharp 11, right? You have so many different, obviously, approaches, but I'm just gonna give you that one. So you have that, and obviously it could also lead to a whole tone scale. Can you see that? So I'm kind of going, yeah. So you got, let me see, let me get back to the camera one more time. This is a sharp 11, but you could see how you could really outline that whole tone scale with that sharp 11. It opens up all the white keys, you know, at the bottom, and then right on top, you got that, you know, the D flat, E flat. But then you sneak in there, there's that F sharp again, that bastard F sharp. And, which is cool. You're hearing that, basically you're hearing an F rub against an F sharp. Right? So, again, that darn power of that F sharp. Okay, Mario Luigi Gamers here. Hi, how's it going? Welcome. I was right. Yes, thanks, Owen. F13, sharp 11, flat 9. Cool. I wanted to cover that, and we did. I'm so happy. Yes, give yourselves a... Come on. See, I'm so bad. Come on, give yourselves a round of applause. Come on. There it is. Yes, sir. Listen, time's ticking. We have it is almost, we got about 43 minutes left. What does it say? Sounds major to me, modulating to minor. Major to me, modulating to minor? No, we were in minor key originally, Tanya. And then we were, you know, we were in a minor key. But it's more about understanding the function of that sharp 11. Is there one more that I'm missing? I think 3 is good. We covered that. We got the 3. We got the major happy song, right? And then we also have the more like the sinister, you know, if you need it in a blues, right? There's the whole tone scale again, right? And then the final one is that sort of using it in the 4 chord. Tell you what, speaking of 4, I want to give you one more. I use it. This is actually a very good secret. I knew I was missing one. Remember, I was like, there's got to be one. It's in a major key song, like especially R&B. I'm going to switch to the Rhodes. In R&B music, use it in the 2 dominant chord. Okay? And I'm going to explain why. Say in the key. Nice. Are you hearing the, if you have your earphones on, you should be hearing it like a nice slow, a nice panning. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to get into, final, say we're in the key of a, you know? Reverb. Where we're going to the 2 dominant at the sharp 4. Yeah, no. It's a sharp 11 right there. But did you hear what I just did? Oh, no. Dominant. See what I did? There's the sharp 11. Okay? Did you guys hear what I just did? I used the sharp 11 in the 2 chord. It stretches it out. It kind of brings it, gives it a little tension, and it's just something about it, right? Let me go to the piano. Right? Here's your 2 minor, 3, 4, 5. Do you hear it going there? I'm just going 1 to 4, 5. So let's go to the camera. Okay. G minor, you know, C to the D minor. This is sometimes you'll hear this a lot. You go to the D minor, you know. Here's your 2 dominant, right? So there it is. It's sort of what I did in that C to F. Right? But let's keep it more simple. I'm gonna go. See? So your D minor. Does that make sense? I know Rick says sounds great, but OMH over my head. It's. I think this is for you, Rick, to not get don't get so stuck in the notes and the numbers and all that. For the musician people like Owen, they're seeing what I'm talking about and a little more clearly. But the important thing is for you to hear it, and that's what I'm trying to bridge that gap where you hear, right? Right, real simple, right? 1, 4, 5. D minor. There's your 2 dominant. You know. See what I mean? So what I'm saying is like in an R&B setting, or jazz. Who's doing this kind of stuff? I mean, I guess I was trying to think of somebody who kind of straddles that line. I mean, Brian McKnight, you'll hear that in a lot of R&B, gospel, but it's an old trick. Quincy Jones. You know, there's your sharp 11. So, you know, you guys have any questions, you can always kind of reach out to me, email me, or maybe we can have this discussion at some point. But that's my Saturday secret for today is the power of the sharp 11. Shoot me, do me a favor, shoot me a little thumbs up if you like that. If you think it was a cool thing or a little too, I don't know, on the dangerous side. All right, keep that too, yeah. Maybe that's where I'm doing it all the time, right? Cool. Sounds major to me. Modulating. Yeah, Tanya says, I'm not a theory person. Laugh out loud. That's okay. What I'm saying is you're kind of hearing these little secrets that, you'll hear at some point in my music for sure. But I don't know. Life is short. And that's kind of the way I'm seeing it is pushing that, ahead. Maybe it's time for a mandolin break again. Shout out to all my dog owners. Rick got here a little late, but I was talking to Rick. I was telling you guys about how this is my Monchdolin, and this is how, it really... Let's see, maybe we could do... Trying to up in heaven, save me a seat at the bar. Y'all know that one. You bring your mandolin I'll bring my guitar. We'll sing gospel till they close that place down. Carl showed me this chord the other day. Co-write. He co-write. He didn't co-write. He wrote the song. Till that blue Kentucky moon comes back around. Till that blue I was trying to find the sharp 11. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can find the sharp. What would that be? What doesn't make it? All right. Anyway, you get this. You get the idea. Let's check the messages real quick. I want to play at least another song before we get to it. Yes. Number one. How else do you use it? Oh, we're all right. Awesome. Reminds me of a Pee Wee Herman. Spell that last chord, please. Which chord? B sharp. Okay, we already did that. I'm reading that. Is my email? No, email is me@kevinso.com. That's there's no crazy soul or anything like that as far as email goes. No longer boats. Longer boats. What does that mean? Longer boats. Yes, we do know that tune. Man, I just love this thing. I was learning the song. 我爱你有多深，我爱你有几分，我的愿，我的爱，月亮代表我的心，你问我爱你有多，Yeah. See, I'm going to get a copyright claim for that too. But I did record some mandolin tracks. I think you guys saw that in the video I posted on the Instagram. By the way, if you didn't follow me on IG, go to my IG page. I would totally appreciate it. I'm trying to build my followers over there. I think I cracked 140. But it's go over to Kevin So World, and that's my Instagram. Hit the like button if you guys just got here, and I totally appreciate any tips you can put in the tip jar over there, right up there, Venmo, and I got PayPal right there. That's my email address for making a donation. Okay. I promised we got about half an hour left in this podcast. So appreciate you guys being here. The inaugural 2023 podcast, Kevin So Podcast. We are here. We're doing it. Anybody need a bathroom break? I'm okay. I am wearing this shirt for the first time in public. We're going to get into fashion and things like that. I think it looks great. Got this on eBay. I think it was like under $15 total. I like it. It's a little tight on the arms and everything. Makes me look massive, but no way. I'm just a skinny dude. But how many of y'all still got your Countryside t-shirts? I'm wearing a size medium right now, and it's looking. I'm gaining weight. I guess it's part of being. Once you hit your 50s, your body just starts to change. I'm still trying to do sit-ups, but who's got the Countryside t-shirt? Yo, if you rocking this. Much love out to you guys from Framingham right here. We're at Wingbone Studios, y'all. And we're going to talk about, just really quick, I wanted to kind of get into the sneaker game. If you guys, I don't know about y'all, but I love sneakers, especially now that, during lockdown, I was home. And I always have, I couldn't afford sneakers, certainly Air Jordans or anything like that in my teenage years. And then even in my 20s, I think I changed looks. I was wearing boots. Always had an affection for sneakers, though, because they were comfortable. And if you guys know me a long time, I was always wearing New Balance sneakers, even though they were not the fashion back in the day. But they were cheap. At the time, I was able to get like a really nice pair of sneakers for like, I don't know, $40, $60 over at the New Balance outlet in Allston, Massachusetts. Shout out to them. Back in the day, and it was an outlet. It was really kind of like, it wasn't anything like Foot Locker, but it was there. It was local. They were made in the USA, and I was living in Boston at the time. We're talking about like 2000 and 90s, and that was one of my favorite things to do. Is to go over to the New Balance outlet and pick up a pair of sneakers. And I remember, it was like, and they'd last forever. The New Balance, the 574s, they will not break down. And I still collect them. And as I get older and, you're able to afford certain things, I don't spend a lot of money on like traveling and, taking exotic trips or, buying anything fancy. I do like my sneakers. So if you guys follow the sneaker blog, you can go to literally like That Sexy Asian. Actually, let's go check it out. Let's see if it works. I'm not sure. I gotta, You guys still there? Yeah. I won't even actually get into that, but I got a blog. If you go to thatsexyasian.com or thatsexyasian.net, it should take you right to my blog, which is a WordPress blog. And it's got the sneaker game and all kinds of fun things. And I have not I might have recently posted it, but these are, oh shoot. Excuse me. The camera just fell again. Hold on a second. We got technical difficulties all night. All right. I'm pretty much done with we're done with the Saturday Secrets phone stuff, right? Yeah, we're moving on. Okay, you still there? Yes. Okay, I'm back. Just kind of had a technical difficulty. Phone fell. Okay, now at least I got my phone and I can like read super chats or whatever on Facebook. I'm gonna go online real quick and just check it out. Am I watching? Let's see. I want to catch up to everybody here. People are watching the podcast. All right, here we go. This is great. Okay, only one person on Facebook is or was watching, but that's fine.
Okay, you still there?
All right, we're live. All right, that's cool. Yep, NB6 223s, is that right? All right, I feel that. You're going to have to send me a picture. I'll just Google it. As long as I've known you weren't awesome sneakers, Owen Kennedy. I love that. This is Catch in one of your mandolin wanderings. Thank you so much for that. Yes. Thank you, Owen Kennedy, as long as I've known you weren't. All right, but since we're on the subject of New Balance, I'm going to show you the ones I got some serious. And these I posted. All right, let me kind of get to the point about the sneakers now. These are not worn outside. I wear them around the house just for comfort. And obviously I want to keep my house clean. So I feel like a total hypocrite when I invite people over. I'm like, take off your shoes, especially the dirty. And I'm wearing sneakers, they're like, what this guy? But these are what I'm talking about, the New Balance 574s. I know why they were not popular back in the day, because if you look, it's like, what's up with the unevenness there? It should be even. But if you look at the other side, it's totally symmetrical. So let me see. Let me grab the other pair. Anyway, the other pair is with beyond reach, but check. These are cool. I saw these. This was in the clearance section. I always go straight to the clearance section. They still got an outlet in Brighton, Alston, Brighton area. It's a nice place. My sister told me over Christmas time that she went there for the first time, and she got her son, my nephew Brent, a pair of sneakers. I actually gifted him a pair of my Adidas, for his Christmas present, and he says he's had wide feet, so that's why they went over to the New Balance outlet. Anyway, my point is I picked up these. These are 574s. If you look really close, what I love about these is that, check this out, you never see this. You never see the mesh. It's kind of a meshy feel thing, but look at this little handle. Isn't that cute? Got a little tug handle to pull the, I don't know what you call it, but it's got a little tug, and if you read it, it says New Balance on it too. Pretty sick. So these are they're kind of an army green. I don't know how it looks on this thing, but they call them gum bottoms. These are the gum bottoms. And of course, always lightweight. And these suckers will last, like if I wore them out regularly, I would probably get a good 5 to 10 years on these suckers. And I own too many pairs of these of different colors and variations. But being a collector, this is something I like to do. I think I got these for maybe $60, which was on the high end. All right. But we're not done with sneakers, you guys. We're still going. I promise. Okay. Owen says, so good to hear you and see you, Wild One. I must zoom out to my next lesson and we'll email you. Thanks again for the joy, man. Thank you so much. You guys are giving me a lot of joy. That being said, hold on a second. I'm going to turn the lights down a little bit on the curtain. I had the curtain up, but it's starting to get dark. All right, y'all. Okay, we're back. I'm going to talk about the Kyries. I know that there's been a lot of news on Kyrie Irving, but I promise I'm not going to get into political stuff or any kind of gossip or bogus. But he's been balling, as you know. If you follow basketball, the Brooklyn Nets went on a 12-game winning streak. They just got snapped recently, but then they won last night, and they are balling. And I've always been a Kyrie Irving fan. I was brought to his attention when I started following LeBron and Cleveland, and then they won in 2016, and it was my last year living in Nashville, and it was an exciting time for me personally, because I had been through some struggle with my relationship coming to an end. I had the 2.5-year relationship right in the middle of Nashville times, like 2012 to 2014, and then it didn't work out, and here I was like, okay, well, I got to finish my Countryside record. I did the Kickstarter. Thank you for donating to that too, contributing, being a Kickstarter. And I toured for 2 years, man. 2015, 2016, I went out there and worked. And thank you all for being at those shows. Those were magical shows. By the way, I just came upon an old, like a radio broadcast with Buck Reed. I'm going to put that out at some point on YouTube, and with some pictures and things like that. So look out for that later on in the year. But my point is that, yeah, Kyrie Irving, Nashville, touring, Countryside, this T-shirt, selling T-shirts, did 2 years. And then, LeBron James, and then Kyrie, went to Boston. he became a Celtic. It was like, oh my God, and I'm moving to Boston. So as much as a lot of the Celtics fans were disappointed, if you really watch that first year and the second year, there's a game at Dallas where Kyrie's just balling, man. He hurt his face, and then he was wearing a mask for a while on certain games. And if you guys really follow Celtics, that's when I started to get back into the Celtics, because Kyrie Irving and obviously Jason Tatum. And, it was weird. I was thinking, I was starting to get into sneakers. I've always been into sneakers. And then Kyrie Irving, had these Kyries. Of course, he had a signature shoe. Kyrie, being fancy, he's mostly known for his footwork, and they call it his ball, handles. They call it his handles, how he handles the ball. Anyway, just Google highlights of Kyrie Irving, and you'll see what I mean. Why I think he's one of the greatest players of all time, and he was not voted top 75 of all time. I mean, anyway, it just tells you. Says a lot. I'm not going to get into politics or Matrix or any of that, but it's just like, okay, and then he doesn't want to get vaccinated. And it's like, anyway, so I just started being the sneaker connoisseur that I was. I'm looking at the, I'm looking on eBay, and I'm like always checking out the Kyries. And I was like, there's got to be a pair of Kyries that I like. I wanted to see what these Kyrie sneakers were about. And they essentially have become, just so you know, obviously, Yeezys they are unto itself. They really are. They trump any sneaker really compared to since the Jordans, Air Jordans, right? But the Kyries have their own market, and they're cool sneakers. They're cool looking sneakers, and I had been eyeing some for a long time, and they're all overpriced now. They're all like $150. They're all like a couple $100 to get a classic pair, and I think. Recently, as you know, Nike ended their relationship with Kyrie Irving. So he doesn't have a signature shoe yet. And obviously, being a guy who likes Adidas sneakers and New Balance, apparently that's in the news now. That's in the news cycle, if you really follow, is that New Balance is currently courting Kyrie Irving as well as Adidas. And so these are two brands. I know you cannot buy stock in New Balance, unfortunately. I looked. But you can maybe buy stock in Adidas. But just a heads up, if Kyrie signs with Adidas, you guys, I don't know. It's just something you might want to think about. And Kyrie, the Kyrie sneakers are, I mean, now they're in a way the Nike ones, the ones that he's done. In fact, they were about to come out with the Kyrie 8. So that being said, I know I'm just rambling, but I'm excited about the sneaker culture, you guys. So I went on eBay and I got these for like 50, I think $55, and I'm going to show you them right now. I think I posted it recently on my blog, but this is to coincide with that. These are the Kyrie 4s. I didn't want to get sneakers that were obviously in bad condition. I want some that were mint and barely worn, and so these are it. These are Kyrie 4s, and they're called Year of the Rooster. So if you look at these, are the sort of the Chinese New Year colors that you see the dragon dance, and you'll notice these are the colors that are often seen in those during Chinese New Year. So they're beautiful and they're if you look at the bottoms, that's what really drew me to them. And like they're really rounded on each side. They're unique, and so you can see yourself like turning the corner. I played basketball as a kid, so I love basketball, and you know you've got the red, and the other shoe is blue. So you got the blue and the red together, and there's a bit of it's like a suede leather, but worn. I can't even see. Look at the texture on that. I mean, it's so unique. It's kind of got the ruffles of the bird or the dragon, but each layer. They're beautiful sneakers, man, and they're super light. They're super light. I mean, I've had sandals that are heavier than this, and that's another thing. You're like, okay, if Kyrie's rolling with these, so just like back in the day, growing up in the '80s, it's got to be the shoes. It's got to be the shoes. And now you're thinking maybe it is the shoes because Kyrie is balling right now. So if you're not watching NBA, at least watch some Kyrie Irving while he's healthy and he's playing. And obviously, shout out to Kevin Durant. But these are the Kyrie 4s. That I wanted to talk about, and then that's perfect. It ties us back into the conversation of musicianship and stage performance. I promised I'd talk about that. And you know, maybe before I do that, I should So I'll play a song, and then we'll get into the. That's what I want to do. Might be cool. Let me think. What do I want to play though? I just can't think. I know. All right. Playing this one. We got sort of a country themed vibe tonight, and thanks for joining me. What we're going to talk about next is like stage performing and my experience, at least, approaching that when I moved to Nashville, and you know, but also kind of keeping it real, being true to yourself, being who you are, evolving as a person, character, whatever you want to call it. Shout out to you guys for watching, really. I'm going to check out, this is a great stream. Hello, I'm writing. What's happening each time? I never experienced all those. See, told you. Let's see. Usually, yeah, comment stream. Okay. Somebody's messaging me about the streaming. Let's see, live stream catch up. I'll look at that. It doesn't seem like a major urgent thing. I was reading Tanya's message. Thanks, Tanya, for messaging me. Play your song, though. This is called 5 Days in Memphis. Shout out to my friend Simon, who I reconnected via Zoom. We spoke on Tuesday or Wednesday, I think. Yeah, Wednesday. We hadn't seen each other in a minute, and be able to do it through. He lives in Germany and near Frankfurt area, so he opened up his. He was just like, "Come on out and hang out for a few days," and I was like, "Man, yeah." And he just loves this song too, and so I'm gonna send this out to him and to all you guys. It's called 5 Days in Memphis.
another Greyhound station. I'm sitting here and waiting. There's country music playing in the background. Another place where I'm going to, some place where I know no one, but I have a good feeling about this town. I was born in a big city with big buildings and big chimneys, where the people are so busy they cannot smile. While my heart belongs to Texas and I'm miles from Massachusetts, I'm gonna check out Memphis for a while. I got 5 days in Memphis, gonna see that home of Elvis, drink a toast for a Louis and hear some blues. I got 5 days in Memphis, waited a long time for this. 5 days in Memphis, a dream come true. This bus is overcrowded, baseball hats and leather jackets, untied laces, unshaved faces on parole. But there's a church for every sinner, there's the Mississippi River, and there's a song for every prisoner, young and old. I got 5 days in Memphis, gonna see that home of Elvis, send a postcard to Las Vegas saying I miss you. I got 5 days in Memphis, waited a long time for this. 5 days in Memphis, a dream come true. I'll leave some time to pay respects to Dr. Martin Luther, a silent prayer for what happened there at the Lorraine Motel. Jump in a cab, lay down the track at 706 Union. Cut a 45, maybe we'll invite Reverend Al. I can't wait to walk down Beale Street. Got my steel string, got my socket, and a brand new 22-carat ring of gold. I can't wait to get to Memphis. My elbow hurts from this old armrest. I can't wait to get dropped off this endless road. I got 5 days in Memphis, gonna see that home of Elvis, drink a toast for a Louis, hear some blues. I got 5 days in Memphis, waited a long time for this. 5 days in Memphis, a dream come true. Dream come true. Dream come true. Dream come true. It's another Greyhound station. I'm sitting here and waiting. There's country music playing in the background.
Yeah. There's 5 days in Memphis, y'all. Thank you so much for being here. We got about 10 minutes left. I'm not gonna go crazy on this, but when I moved to Tennessee, I'll tell you, kind of looking back, like 12 years ago, I never owned or even knew the definition of a Western shirt. And that's what I'm wearing right now. This is a Western shirt. And it's got the snap buttons. They call them pearl snap buttons. So you got these buttons. They snap, right? They're not your average buttons. So they all, in general, they got to have the pearl snap buttons. You got pearl snaps here too. You got some pockets. And the important thing is that you got the, let me kill this reverb. Pearl snap buttons. The important thing is you got these lines, these stitchings. They usually are like V's. Can you see that? Yeah. the V's, if you look closely. And this is the Levi's one. It's got the little, the Levi's tag there, right? You can see it. But, and you just, you can wear it unbuttoned. And the point is you just kind of wear it however you want to wear it. And I ended up buying several of these. I think I had up to like, I don't know, at least 10 of these shirts, wearing them around town. They're great. They're comfortable for the weather. They're another layer when you have weather in Tennessee. It's very layery. You might have some, it doesn't get as cold as Boston. So you have these kind of shirts. Essentially, it's like casual or dressy. You still have a collared shirt. You can go inside. A lot of times, a lot of these songwriter events that I go, they were in hotels, a big, they have lounge hotels. So you go downtown. There's a place, Hotel Indigo, where I used to go. And I would wear a shirt like this, have a t-shirt. I'd be dressed pretty much like this. Obviously, I wouldn't be wearing my own t-shirt. But I would wear like some t-shirt, maybe with a logo or something of a Billy Joel artist or something like that. And I wear one of these. And so, and I certainly wasn't the only one at the time. It just seemed to be kind of the fashion without standing out. But also you could express your vibe, whether it is, and you can, essentially I've been wearing plaid shirts for years. So this is just like plaid, but it's in a Western style. So, plaid, you guys, for you all the youngins, is like something like this. Shout out to my sister who gave me this for Christmas. I love this one. It's like, outdoory, indoory. This is obviously a good shirt to have in the wintertime. And I've had this other one that I bought years ago. And I was thinking about like getting rid of it. I was like, I need another one. But these things will last for, 20 years. That being said, this one may not last for 20 years because, first of all, you're going to outgrow it. And but that being said, a lot of these shirts are made out of like polyester. And I'll give you an example. Let me see. I got stuff here. I got stuff. And we're going to talk about, this is basically the segment called like tips for the road, tips with traveling, being a sideman. As you know, I've been calling it, I've been hashtag sideman, hashtag Sam, as in Sexy Asian Man. Go to Sexy Asian Man. Shout out to sexyasianman.com right here. Go check it out if you can. Sexyasianman.com will just bring you right to kevinso.com. All right. So that being said, we were talking about the Western shirts. I know I'm like, blah, 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 but just to give you a heads up. So not only when I was talking about the casual, but in case you were, say I got hired to play at the Ryman Auditorium, it's not out of the realm of possibility. So you're in Nashville and you get a call to do a wedding or something where, you're in Nashville. So, okay. Or wherever, Texas, Colorado. I did a house concert in Colorado. I'm going to show you the shirt that I actually wore during the Countryside tour. And this is it. This is a Wrangler Western shirt. So therefore, as you can see, it's got the buttons, right? The snap buttons. Hear that snap? That's the sound of a snap. See that? Snap. Okay. Pearl snap buttons. And these are black. But if you notice in the camera, you probably can see it. It's got the little shimmery, shiny stuff. See that shiny material? It kind of glittery stuff. So it looks great in lighting, in stage lighting, and you could, so I've had this for probably, I would say 7 years or something like that, but I don't even remember where I got it. I might have got it at a thrift store, or I got it on eBay, but and fortunately it fit my body. I wore this. I know I wore this on my Countryside album release in Boston at the Johnny D's, the legendary Johnny D's, man. You guys know Johnny D's in Somerville. Shout out to Davis Square. And I was wearing this Countryside shirt. So it was a really, you got to have one of these. Important to have some kind of shiny thing just in case with the Western style. I'm going to show you another one. Or if you don't want to stick out at all and you're just like in the orchestra pit, and you want to keep that country vibe. Again, here's another Western shirt. I've had this for a long time too. This is This is one of my favorite shirts. I've had this probably the longest. I've had this since like, I think I got this before I moved to Nashville, believe it or not. But this is a Western shirt. It's a Polo brand. And I think I paid a hefty price for this. Maybe, but it was on sale. I got this at Macy's maybe at $50 too, which was a lot for a shirt for me. I hardly spend more than $20 for a shirt. So 50 is a stretch, but I knew this was a nice, it's black, it's a polo, and it's a Western style again. And this might have been my very first Western shirt. And I somewhat regret, there was a one in white also for the same price and I didn't buy it. But this is I'm a size medium, still am. Actually, is this a size? Yes, it's a size medium. Polo. And I wore this a lot when I was touring for the first time with Keb Mo Band. As you can see, again, just like that other one, it's got the stitching. You can't see it, but it's got the V stitching, the Western style V. And you can see kind of closely. Yeah, can you see I don't know if you can even see it, but there is stitching right here. I don't know if you can catch it. Let me see if I can find an angle. Gosh, you can't see it. It's really that subtle. Huh? Can you see it? There you go. There it is. See that stitching? There's the V. And these are the buttons, the snap buttons. This is like essential sideman job clothing that I think you should have, in my opinion. Okay? Moving forward into another shirt, I was gifted this by Crystal Bowersox when I was opening for her. And I'm extremely grateful. She gave me this as a gift, and I wore it at a gig, at one of her gigs. Look at this. This is hardcore. But it's definitely for stage. And kind of fit her Americana vibe. So I have only worn this once on her gig, and, and it's beautiful stitching. Shout out to Crystal Bowersox. Look at the stitching on you can't really, I don't know if you can see it. Let's see that. It's all hand stitched. Beautiful shirt. I just love it. Hey, if Sheryl Crow calls me or whoever, something that's more Americana and it's like a TV event or something and everybody's wearing more brighter colors, I can bust this one out, especially during Chinese New Year. Ha ha ha. All right, so this is not a Western style in the classic per se, but I think it's got snap buttons, got the pearl buttons. Hear that? Let's do a snap. There you go. Snap. Snap buttons. Got the snap buttons. Okay. We got more. You want more? I got more. Let's see. We're going to read some. Tanya says, beautiful. Rick says, just texted some pictures of my Western shirts. Remember that cool shot we visited? Exactly. I remember in Austin. We went right on Congress Avenue, man. And yes, sir. Now, I'm going to show you my most recent eBay purchase. I was feeling myself. I don't know what. But I'm always looking. And I think I was touring with Keb. And I was thinking, well, I'm kind of getting back into the Western shirts. I just shout out to my nephew, Brandon. I just gave him about 2 or 3 shirts, passed it on because I just wasn't. I think it looked better on him than me. The colors, they're just kind of a little more conservative, and I've had them for a while, and I'm doing my best to practice something I learned from the Wayne Dyer video, how he talks about giving something, like passing on, not something that you can't use anymore, but something that you actually love sincerely, and then pass that on, letting go, art of letting go. And, not like, oh, I don't wear it anymore. You can have it. These shirts are nice. They're really good quality, and I would wear them again for sure. But I was thinking of my nephew, and I was like, you know what? These look good on you. So, and he's like 23. He's got a girlfriend. I was like, you wear this on a date. They look cool, they're vintage shirts. They're Western shirts. I wish I could show you those, but in that whole flux of recycling and, out with the old, in with the new, I ended up getting this shirt. This is my latest Western shirt, and you'll see me wearing this at some point at a gig, but this one. This is kind of it's in good shape. Looks like it was made in the 90s, 80s. It's got the newer logo, Levi's. It's a Levi's. Y'all know I like Levi's. And as you can see very clearly, it's plaid. It's Western. And I got a pair of Air Jordan 1s that'll look great with this too. If I needed, if if I'm like doing what I do. So it's got a kind of a blue jean look, blue, red, white, and blue. Red, white, and blue, baby. So this is what I got. See a nice. So look out for that. So I'm Nashville. I'm ready for you. I'm ready for you. Come on and see me. All right. Before I forget, let's get back. I want to talk about also the shoes. And I was talking about the Kyries, but what do I wear when I'm gigging as a sideman? And back in the day, at the time, I was wearing a lot of black sneakers with the white bottoms, white soles, kind of like tennis shoes. So you're kind of still comfortable. Obviously, you don't want to wear running shoes like the New Balance 574s, but I was wearing a lot of times, imagine like the classic Stan Smiths, but they're black but still the white bottoms, like that style, the tennis sneaker. But obviously, when I was touring with Kev Mo, I noticed that he was kind of going in with the fashion, and the latest fashion these days, I don't know if you know, are Vans. Vans seem to kind of jumped in the public eye, if ever so briefly. I don't know, they're not popular now or whatever, but Vans are they're the classic California skateboard sneaker, and I never owned a pair of Vans before, except the classic. I remember I got them for $50. I had the ones from the Fast Times at Ridgemont High, the ones with the black and white checkered slip-ons, they call them. I had those for sure, and I don't know what happened to them. They kind of I might have left them somewhere, but that being said, when I was touring with Kev Mo, and I noticed like Kev Mo was wearing Vans on stage. The drummer was wearing them. Everybody. It just seemed like, okay, this is like a bonding thing. I'm gonna get a pair of Vans. It's not my style, but I'll try to find something that I like. And so I went with the safe bet, being a sideman. And I wasn't going to go crazy spending a whole bunch of money on getting anything. That's the cool thing about being a sideman, is you don't have to stick out. You want to wear something that you look nice, but you don't have to wear anything. You could technically you could wear stuff that you wear just on a street and go on stage with them, because you're not the star. So I picked up these. These were the safe bet, and these days it seems like white sneakers are more of a fashion. So I got these Vans. They're all white. I guess you call it a triple white. They're all canvas, as the Vans are known for. White bottoms. They're not the gum bottoms that people know them for, but they're all white canvas for stage purposes only. Obviously, I don't want to wear them out because they're canvas and they get dirty quick. And I know this for sure because another band member was wearing these, and he was wearing them on and off stage. And by the time we were done with like a 2-week run, his sneakers were they were ready to be washed. They did not look like this. And I'm just saying, for me personally, I have sneakers that I wear for, not for stage. And I leave it that way. So shout out. You can see these. I think I might have posted these, included this in the WordPress blog as well. So sneaker world. Telling you, we got more on this. I can go on and on. You probably want to know what I'm wearing right now, right? Yeah, of course you do. Tanya, let's read some of these messages. We're past the 2-hour mark. Tanya says, Wayne Dyer. Yes. Yep. Absolutely. I'm going to check some messages here. I hope you guys are having a good time. Thanks for hanging with me this time. I am rocking in producer mode, because I'm cutting tracks and I'm mixing. I'm probably going to be mixing some tracks tonight. We'll see, but I'm wearing some AF Air Force Ones, man. Just like Dr. Dre. You got to have a pair of Air Force Ones. You know what? When I first got these, man, I got these, and let me show you these AF ones. So, okay, these are the classic Dr. Dre's Air Force Ones, right? Y'all can see. They got big bottoms. They're like really, they're tall. There's a Nike Air Force Ones. So you see the authenticity. Yep, Nike Airs. AF ones. And these are the all white. You'd be lucky to find these under $50. And I think I got these right at that price point, 55, and it was a bid. And They came with a box too. So if you guys are sneaker connoisseurs like me, you always want to see if you can get the original box. They call it what is it? OB, OGB, OB. This is an acronym for original box and everything. But I love these now because they just kind of give me that support when I'm walking around the house and I'm producing or in that mode. Not wearing socks either. They're cool without socks, with socks. But I can see why people want to wear them outside all the time because they got a thick sole. They're extremely durable. And then once you break them in, it just goes to another level. And if you all know what I'm talking about, sneakers, it's like they can go to the next level. All right, what we're going to do. I want to talk about one more thing about being on the road. We connected the dots. We got the pants. No, we didn't talk about the pants. We're going to talk about that right now because we got the shoes, we got the shirt. But I personally have been going with the, let's see, I got them here. Okay. For a while when I was, I'd say like 2014, 2015, I got turned on to the 514s, the Levi's 514s, 514. And these were cool. They're like skinny jeans, but not too skinny. The Levi's 511s are the super skinny ones that like hug your, And I actually look okay in skinny because I got skinny legs. So it was like, of course. But I never was one to follow the trends. For years, I was wearing the 569s because I was like hip hop, baggy, they call it loose, straight sneakers. But then I started getting into these 514s. And I rocked these for a good lot of years, these 514s, and these are even more special. These are very cool jeans. But more recently, when I was touring with Keb, I got by accident. I picked up a pair, I think at a Macy's clearance rack. I think I might have gotten these for like under $10, and I put them on. I tried them on, of course, in the dressing room, and they turn out to be 541s. And these are, I'm gonna show you, Levi's 541s, and these are I got these for, I've worn these on stage with on tour, Keb Mo Band, and these are 541s. So they're looser. They're kind of like the 514s. Oh, I never even thought about that. 514, you just flip it. It's like 541. So they're comfortable, looser in the crotch area, but they're still skinny. Not super skinny. They're not baggy like hip hop. They're not super baggy, and that's what I'm trying to say. They just look, they look great with cowboy boots. If you're slender like me, they look great in the cowboy boots, and that's what I wore a few nights, especially when we were opening for Sheryl Crow this summer. Really like the 541s. So go check those out, 541s, 514s. And if hip hop comes back, maybe you can get a vintage pair of 569s. But that's my story. You also want to check out the 513s other than the 514s. They're also skinny, but there's something different about the tapering. What do I want to mention? One more thing about sneaker world. Okay, you got sneakers, shirts, that jacket. So you got to have a jacket. At some point, somebody's going to inherit this. This is a jacket that was featured in the Just You, Just Me video that I shot in Nashville. I wore this up on the parking lot and sang, lip synced the track. And this is a vintage jacket that is made probably in Italy or I don't know where it was made. What does it say? Oh, New York, Buenos Aires, made in Argentina. It's a Pierre jacket, leather. And I actually, I've been following this brand. It's like a Sears, but it's a really nice jacket. It's got kind of the Western, I don't know how to explain it, but it's very vintage. It looks great. For all you guys who, kind of dressing the part. That's what this segment is about, is like being, like, not, I hate to use hipster, but like, you want to just try to look cool. And it's very much about the look, the vibe, energy. And it's something, let me put it on. It's like when you put it on, it's something about it that changes. And I can't stress the fit. Like the fit is real important in what you wear. Just kind of see if I can make it work with the shirt on it. It looks cool without the Western shirt underneath, but this jacket, man. I've resisted the temptation to pass it on to my nephew, but plus they're bigger. They're getting big. They might not be. They might, once they turn 30, then I got to, but I've had this for over 10 years. I don't know where I might have got it on eBay, but it's got the whole, Saturday Night Fever, like I'm hanging out, going disco dancing too. But it's not tight. It's kind of loose. You obviously don't want to be like playing basketball in it, but it's and it's got a nice color. I would wear this if we were doing an outdoor ABC morning type of TV show outside in Times Square. This would be a great jacket to wear. But it's also a nice jacket to wear if you're going to a bar late at night. You're going to see somebody else play. Like you want to maybe have some attention. You're there not to play, but you're there to maybe tell people about your upcoming gig. So it's kind of like you're not hanging out in the shadows. You're there to be recognized. You're there to see people to say, hey, Kevin So, right? Or whatever, This isn't about ego. It's just having the tools to succeed to move in that world. That's all I'm saying in the music world. Now, I could be completely out of line here, but this is my experience, and this is, I've been very grateful to have certain experiences to move through the music business and kind of go in and out. So, anyway, try to find one of these jackets instead of paying retail price. You can find all kinds of the stuff on eBay if you look and know your dimensions, know your size. What I do lots of times is I'll find a jacket in my wardrobe that I think fits me currently. You got to always kind of remeasure, make sure if the stuff you don't fit anymore, get rid of it. There's simplerecycling.com. Will pick up your clothing, come right to your doorstep, grab your bag, and give you another bag maybe. But that being said, I know I'm rambling, but you get the point. So, all right, enough about that. Let's close with, I'm going to end this live stream. We're going to close with little mandolin song. And, quick shout out to everybody who's still here. If you're still here, say something in the comments, shoot me a 1 or 2 or, whatever, a 1. Yeah, we're going to close it out. Again, quick plug. I'm going to be playing on the 15th of January at the Burren Back Room. You'll see some postings on Facebook and other things. If you don't follow me on Instagram, please do. Go to Kevin So World, and you'll find me on Instagram. Kind of getting things ready here because we are getting ready to get out of here, but it's all good. You guys are still here, right? Hit the like button if you on your way out. I totally appreciate any donation you can give, Venmo, whatever. Mandolin. Okay. Thanks again for watching, and look for another live stream soon. I'm thinking about doing this more often, so be on the lookout very soon. It might happen sooner than you think, but especially after I check the levels. Or make sure everything sounds cool. I can't tell, but I have a gig. I just booked a gig recently coming up in August 6th. You want to put that in your calendar in Hopkinton. Concerts on the Common. It'll be like an outdoor evening, Sunday night, summer night, in the square, town square. So just a heads up in advance, 6 months, 8 months in advance. But that's there's a lot of things kind of brewing, but right now I'm focusing on making this record and putting the overdubs on the mandolin, and got a lot of work to do. Hard times everybody's got for sure. That's fine, I'll make it through just like before. Was blind, not looking at the positive. I have some friends willing to give me help with any fear I'm facing. They say don't ever throw the towel in. No way, if music is your medicine. Okay, need to hear it now and then, reminding me about the dream I'm chasing. The sun is shining, and I'm on my way, on my way. The sun is shining, the sun is shining, I'm on my way, on my way. I'm looking forward, I'm looking forward to a brighter day. Like your back is up against the ropes, hold tight, ain't about to give up hope. Alright, you're not the flavor of the month, you don't have what some people want, you're not a juggler in the circus. Chin up, keep your eyes upon the prize. Life's rough, they'll try to cut you down to size. Takes guts, this dream you have, can't let it die. To me, a clear blue sky is never perfect. The sun is shining, and I'm on my way. Sun is shining, I'm on my way. I'm looking forward, I'm looking forward to a brighter day, brighter day. God, dark clouds may roll on over, but they will not bring me down. Got angels looking over my shoulder, and they're taking me to higher ground, taking me to higher ground, taking me to higher, higher ground. I've got friends in recovery, bloodshot, tears her through this drug you see. Not smart, cause there's this girl who loves him, so it's either her or doom blow. She lets him know it's not worth losing this game of life that we all plan to win. There's no shame in feeding off adrenaline. Refrain from what could be the end of us. Besides, the finest drug is made of music. The sun is shining, I'm on my way. Sun is shining, I'm on my way. I'm looking forward, I'm looking forward to a brighter day, brighter day, yeah. I'm looking forward.
brighter Yeah, thanks you guys so much for just being here, just being part of this live stream. The inaugural, I guess you say, first one. I'm going to check the chats real quick before we. Great stream, Kevin. Thank you. Tanya says, my pleasure. Thank you for being here and being a supporter. Totally, really, it's really, yeah, it's fun. I'm having a blast. As long as I enjoy doing it, that's the key. Is fine tuning this medium. There's a lot of work that goes involved. That's involved in this. Y'all can see. Actually, I can probably even kind of get into it. But I got a lot of work to do. I'm working on this record. Working on the music. Kind of preparing for whatever moment comes my way. And just kind of focusing on that project and paying the bills, keeping everything going. Just kind of staying informed, getting better at my craft. I want to get really good on that mandolin, feel comfortable with that. There's things I'm learning, software, even learning this OBS stream, and I hope it looks good. I hope everything looks good and sounds good, and that's the key. That's the most important thing to me, is making sure it sounds good. So I'm excited to kind of hear the playback, and I just hope that we didn't have as much. I know we had a problem last month with the ears. It was like a stereo problem, like my voice was panned hard to the right and the piano was panned to the left, but we don't have that problem this time. So. And Blues Beyond says, sounding so good, this mandolin. Yes, it does. I cannot. It's the Monkdolin. That's why. It's Monk spirit coming through. I could feel the energy of Monk every time I pick it up. So, yeah. Obviously, if Monk was here, he would go, woo, woo, woo. I can hear her singing, woo. Oh, so proud to call you friend. So proud to call you friend. You love me for me, you never pretend. So proud to call you friend. Oh, so proud to call you friend. Oh, so proud to call you friend. So proud to call you guys my friends. I am going to sign out. You guys have a great rest of your Saturday evening and weekend. A lot of things coming up. January 15 again is the show at the Burn. And I think they might even do a live stream of that too. So I'm going to be getting ready for that, preparing for that. Taking out the electric guitar. I'm going to be playing electric. So you might see me playing this particular guitar. It's been kind of hanging out back there, simmering. You guys are going to see it right now. This thing, I got myself a Sunburst Telecaster. This is a Highway 1, and I'm planning to play this bad boy. Shout out to Blues Beyond. Y'all know Blues Beyond know about this pick, right? Well, you know about this pick. This thing is maybe out of... It's not plugged in, but you can kind of feel the... Yeah. This thing just screams. I think we're going to talk about gear later, but gear is such a personal thing. Other people like all kinds of different gear, so I kind of like the standard stuff. Fender
having a Fender Telecaster. This one is a Highway 1 with the matte finish. Can you see the finish? It's not glossy, but it's and the pickups are a little hotter. It's got the classic headstock from the 70s. I got lucky. You don't see these around. Yeah. It's just got the blues in it, so I'm looking forward to rocking this on the Burn. Yeah, plug in the pedal board and get things going. So, not to show off or anything, but I'm flexing a little flex, but it's more about, the gig and working towards that goal. And that's let me end it with that, because I want to talk about how I'm trying to stay in my own lane. I did mention that I wanted to talk about the NBA, my thoughts on basketball and the state of the NBA, but I'm not gonna get too political. All I can tell you is go check out a movie on Netflix. It's shout out to Rick Halley for hooking me up a little bit on the NBA. It's called Operation Flagrant Foul. I think it's part of the Untold series, but it's about a true story about this guy, something Donaghy, but anyway, look it up. Operation Flagrant Foul. I guarantee you will enjoy it. And it's not even about, not necessarily have to be a basketball person to understand, but it kind of reaffirmed a lot of my thoughts on, in general, about how, organized sports, but I still am a fan. I love the Celtics. I also like the Nets. I like Kyrie Irving. I also like Kawhi Leonard a lot. I'm kind of rooting for the Clippers too. I'd love to see the Clippers against the Celtics or the Clippers against the Nets for the finals. That would be an awesome series, for sure. And I know I'm not the only one to express that. Oh, I got the reverb on, so this is a good way to end it. Thanks again. Let me know what you guys are doing this weekend in the chat. But if I don't hear from you, let's see, sounding so good. Booze Beyonce and that mandolin. Yeah, I'm really glad you guys could just hang out with me and enjoy the Saturday. We are going to just keep on keeping on and keep on posting. Find me again. Go check out the jewelry or whatever on the website. If you guys can help out, that'd be great. Other than that, I'm going to get out of here, man, and get some food in my stomach. Appreciate, again, the support. And, yeah, we can get out at 2.5 hour mark. It's 5:30. So you guys have a great one. I love y'all. And I hope you enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to the stream. I've kind of accepted this. But keep on. Hit the like button on your way out again. Get that algorithm going. All right? I'm out. Enjoy. Happy Saturday. And see you next time on the Kevin So podcast, January edition, #1. Peace.